Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
all 50 state stereotypes in 12 minutes.
Okay.
First, Alabama. This state is mostly known for something. We both know what it is, so that, and they love the tide. They really love the tide. They all speak in a Forrest Gump accent, and
They're all known for something, and we all know what it is. What is that?
I think racism.
the Bible before breakfast. And then go to work riding their trucks in their overalls. They have great beaches, friendly people, and a bug statue. And did I mention the tide? Yeah, they love them.
Okay, the Crimson Tide, okay, I can see that.
It's a huge sausage fest. It's where men are men and so are the women. They all live in cabins and everyone has a beard. They're all heavy drinkers who ride their bear to work every day.
I feel like
they all also
a
have
lot of fish there.
Okay.
pet moose and hate Sarapeon.
What do you think is for Arizona?
Really hot.
No, but other people in Arizona.
I don't know, honestly.
Party people and porn stars.
Oh.
Another hot destination for retiring baby boomers.
Okay, retired too.
But Arizona is dry hot, and the heat is far worse than Florida. Scorpions are everywhere, and people eat like cactus for dinner.
Oh, no. Arkansas, honestly, nothing. No stereotypes.
Arkansas. I always wondered why it's not Arkansas.
Mountains?
They're all obese people who either work in Walmart or go for diamond mining,
Oh, yeah, because Walmart headquarters is in Arkansas.
and they don't wear any shoes. It's home to lots of fundies, Bill Clinton, who never did it, and also Johnny Cash.
California, oh yeah,
A lot of celebrities.
Yeah, a lot of stereotypes for California. Yeah, not hippies, but what's the word?
Hippies.
Hipsters is the word. Hipsters. Yeah.
California is the land of
Oh, yeah,
surfers, pros, and valley girls who say hella in every
Like they
sentence.
have tattoos.
Everyone's either a movie star, an actor, or an artist, and everything's expensive, liberal, and vegan. It's always sunny, and everyone pretends they're richer and happier than they are. And also, let's not forget about the devil's lettuce. They all love it. If you don't know what that is,
Kale?
pay attention to the next state.
Colorado. Skiing.
Yeah.
Skiing fit people. Yeah.
I don't know too much.
Colorado is perfectly
South
depicted
Park.
in South Park. They wear shorts, flip-flops, and down jackets. They're known to like a
Oh.
substance that rhymes with seed or jot. You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, let me explain. Mountains in Colorado are
You don't? Weed or pot?
Oh.
high above the ground. Did you get it?
Oh.
They all
Oh, so it's not kale, it's weed for California too.
drive a Subaru or ski to get where they want to go.
Wow.
And also think that non-natives are ruining everything.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Connecticut, honestly,
Connecticut.
nothing.
It's the light
Pizza,
version of New York City
school,
and Massachusetts
Harvard?
combined. They have great schools and diners, and they have diners everywhere.
Harvard's in Mass.
Oh. I know good schools in Connecticut. Yale?
Yale is in Connecticut, I think. Delaware, no taxes.
No one cares.
And no taxes and seafood.
They have seafood?
Yeah, because it's on the coast. Crab.
Or knows anything
that's
about
very-
Delaware. Joe Biden wasn't born in here, and low taxes,
Oh.
and it was the first state.
Oh, first in
Oh.
Florida. Ooh, that's gonna
First
be
we
interesting.
have Florida, man. They do crazy things.
Florida
I don't know
man.
why, maybe because they want to appear in
Yes.
the news. And lots of crime and drugs, and lots of old people go down there because
Look at his nose.
I
Is
know.
it-
I
you
was
saw
like,
the
why?
nose?
First of
You saw the
all,
nose?
I don't know.
You
This
saw the
is
nose?
interesting.
lots of crime and drugs, and lots of old people go down there because they can't stand the cold anymore. It also has crowded beaches, and everyone has a pet alligator, and they visit the Disney
You know
World
what
every
he's
day.
missing?
Huh.
BBLs.
Oh yeah, VBLs.
Because it's common here, but
Yeah.
like, people who come visit, they're like, oh my god.
Yeah, but to be fair, this is about the state, not just Miami. If he did like
Oh.
Miami, it would be like very vain people, like a lot of.
The devil went down there at one point. It has Atlanta, which has one of the worst traffics in the world, actually. They have Hajupuri, which has said to be awesome, and lots of peaches. All men wear
Surfing, mountains,
Polo shirts, and all
volcanoes.
women wear coconut bras. People surf every day and get attacked by sharks. If they survive,
When
they
I was
watch the
little,
five
I thought
rainbows
you
in
have to wear a coconut bra in Hawaii.
the sky while listening to Kamakawiwole's songs and eat pineapples. They get like 4 volcano eruptions a day, and everything's ridiculously expensive.
Potatoes.
Potatoes, hash brown, french fries, mashed potatoes, and also sugar beets. And also beautiful nature. For more information, watch the movie Napoleon Dynamite.
You know what? I may go to the Idaho.
Illinois. What? Chicago is a lot of murder. Aside from that, I don't really know. Was there tornadoes?
Illinois is
Cubs.
divided into two parts,
Okay.
Chicago and the rest of Indiana. They all eat those thick pizzas and everything.
Oh,
is 15 minute walk away.
pizza. Yeah.
Also, it's filled with crime and political corruption, and they have Kanye. And over the past few years, the state has gotten better. It's all about corn, soybeans, and cows. Here's a soda. They call it pop. And also, they have the Indy 500 race, and they're called Hoosiers. Lots of blue-eyed blondes who ride cows to work and love corn and beer.
Blondes.
They're also big on college wrestling, and the movie that made thousands of grown men cry was filmed in Iowa. These guys are also from Iowa.
Who are these guys?
They sing nice.
Kansas. I don't know. Tornadoes.
It's flat, and when I say flat, I mean really flat. It's flatter than a pancake, and it's filled with farms and sunflower fields, so the perfect place for
it's
Superman to learn how to
Oz.
fly. Lots of tornadoes though, and one other weird thing about this place is that Kansas City isn't even in Kansas. It's in Missouri. Like, what the
Yeah, that's why I didn't say Kansas City Chiefs because it's in Missouri. But anyway, Kentucky.
They're in Missouri.
Yeah, it's Kansas City's in Missouri. It's like right on the border of Kansas, but it's in Missouri. It's stupid as fuck, I know. But anyway,
Is on the border of Kansas, or
yeah, it's like close to the border of Kansas to Missouri. Yeah, but it's in Kansas. Kentucky bourbon, I guess.
It's literally shaped like a chicken wing, and it's home to Lincoln and KFC.
Oh, fried chicken. Duh.
Also, nobody wants to wear seatbelts, and cars all look like this.
Louisiana.
Home to the worst roads in the country, but some of the best food, thanks to the Cajuns and Creoles. They love cooking and put alcohol in everything. And also there's a festival like every weekend, and it's unbearably hot and humid. Maine, the population is split into two groups. Flannel-wearing lobstermen with thick accents who probably ride a moose to the bay, and a Stephen King. Oh, and everyone's white. People come to Maine to be left alone with nature, and honestly, that's pretty much the whole deal. The flag is the coolest, so they put it on everything. They also put Old Bay seasoning on blue crabs, or, on everything. They're bad drivers, and the weather feels like Mother Nature put her playlist on shuffle.
oh,
They drink iced coffee in the winter, are aggressively blunt, or you could say assholes or massholes. The cost of living is outrageous, and they live for clam chowder. But overall, great schools, really strong economy, and Boston accent. Terrible roads, freezing winters, and genuinely nice people who can point out where they live using their hands. Speaking of hands, they've got the famous statement, the estate has been improved over the past 10 years, but before that, it was an apocalyptic wasteland. Minnesota. People here are nice, but some would say passive-aggressive, and they all sound like they walked straight out of Fargo TV show. The winters are brutal, but at least they've got great healthcare, top-notch education, a strong economy,
every
and a strong...
time it sounds appealing, and then he says the winters are brutal.
Well, the winters are winters.
strong job market. Also, they all love hot dish. It's known to be the worst state, filled with poor Bible-thumping, obese rednecks who are uneducated. The one thing keeping other states feeling better about themselves is knowing that Mississippi exists. Poor conservative rednecks who aren't sure if they're Southern or Midwestern. And also lots of people with fragile egos who own little trucks. And as you've probably guessed, it's pretty cheap to live there, and you get what you pay for. Cold, empty, and boring. Unless you're into staring at mountains and getting mauled by grizzly bears. The place is filled with Native Americans, ranchers, and people who think Yellowstone is the best TV show ever. 4 words: corn, farms, flat, and windy. Gamblers, slot machines, and scorpions. Most of the population are future residents of hell.
Also, legal prostitution, I would say the only state.
Oh,
Libertarians who love seafood and hiking. Great nature and mountains, and also no sales tax. No helmets and seatbelts required as well, so you can live free and die.
aww.
Everybody hates New Jersey, but they hate the New Yorkers the most. Lots of Italian people and Jews live there. And you could hear the song "Woke Up This Morning" when you're driving through the city. P.S. Avoid the people in waste management business if you go there.
I wonder if that's true or that's just a stereotype from like the movies and whatnot. Because supposedly like the mafia owns waste management.
It's like Mexico, but newer, where Walter White lives, and as you've seen in the show, it's filled with people who enjoy the blue thing, and Latinos who can't get a job. And 2 other things, green chili and aliens in Roswell. New Yorkers walk fast and they're always in a hurry. They hate people from Massachusetts and New Jersey, love baseball, and firmly believe New York City is the greatest city on the face of the planet. It's crowded,
I feel like you would have to believe New York City is the best city if you live there. Because otherwise, why would you live there?
To pay that much.
Yeah, so you gotta believe it's the best place. Otherwise, I don't see a point.
expensive, and the people are both...
I mean, I guess you have no other options, maybe, but if you have options, then you have to believe it's the best place.
total assholes and helpful. Just don't waste their time. And also, no matter how weird you are, they don't give a shit.
Carolina.
Basically, South Carolina with fewer rednecks, less poverty, and an unhealthy obsession with barbecue. And also, they've got nice beaches out there, and you can see water towers everywhere. It's one of those cold and empty states. They talk like Minnesotans, and they're also rich from their oil. Ohio is average in pretty much everything. People born there usually move out, including Neil Armstrong, who literally fled to the moon. It's the kind of place where you don't choose to live, you just end up there after a long series of unfortunate events. Oh, and they hate Michigan more than anything.
Everyone always say that about Ohio.
What? There's a middle of...
No, you're just born there, you don't move there. If you move there, something's wrong with you.
I mean, why would you move to Ohio?
I don't know, but everyone seems to want to leave.
Alright, so, because there's nothing to move there for.
Only matters to the rest of the US during the election.
That's funny.
Basically, Texas is poorer. The interesting thing is its panhandle exists so that Colorado doesn't have to touch Texas. It's home to rednecks, unpredictable weather, and tornadoes. The people are friendly to your face but gossip behind your back, like all of the other southern states. And on the bright side, it's cheap to live there. Full of tree-hugging white hippies in red flannels. It rains 9 months out of the year, but somehow everyone's either hiking or biking.
Wow, 9 months, that's a lot.
Lots of Amish people in here, and also terrible roads.
Really?
Not as bad as
the roads, I have heard the roads in Pennsylvania, yeah.
Louisiana, though. You may know it because of...
Remember that where was the bridge collapse too? In Pennsylvania, with the fire truck or something?
Of the Dunder
Yes.
It's one of those boring states, but that's what they want you to think. In fact, it's actually boring, and people like it that way.
He's funny.
This is the tiniest state. The crazy thing is, it's not even a real island. Basically, the same city you see in Family Guy, except it doesn't suck like the show. They like drinking coffee milk, and also love calamari, and they hate the people from Massachusetts. They don't give a shit about North Carolina. Also, they have good barbecues with mustard-based sauce, good coasts, and also one of the shittiest roads in the country. Nothing special in South Dakota.
What was the saying? The South Carolina is basically like the Florida for the poor, something like that. So it's, I would think it's similar to Florida, but poorer.
Empty and cold as in the winter, but they have the Mount Rushmore and Badlands. Tennessee is the war capital of country music. They're also poor and have the Alabama thing going on, as they say. It's home to Dolly Parton.
Alabama thing going. It's not racist?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know why he just doesn't say it, because I'm question marking.
And Elvis.
Like he's afraid to offend the state, but he's only offending them anyways. Like, I mean, doing stereotype videos offending, you know, what was the bar? Hit Dogs Hollow?
Everything's big in Texas. That includes their egos. But seriously, this state is huge. It's so big that you could fit another Texas in it. Also Africa and Europe and the Andromeda Galaxy. This is Texas compared to Europe. Big, right? There are some gun-wielding, heel-high, friendly cowboys who love big belt buckles and barbecues. And also, you'll know if someone's from Texas, because they'll tell you. Mormons everywhere. No coffee, no liquor, and definitely no breakfast unless you recited the Bible with your average size family of 12 first.
Wow.
They're all a bunch of white lefties who can't decide what they love the most. Granola, maple syrup, or Bernie Sanderson. With their failed universal health
Bernie Sanderson.
healthcare, they now just chug on maple syrup to get better.
Oh, Ben and Jerry's too in Vermont, no?
I think so.
Half of them are rich people from DC, and the other half are Southerners
Wait,
who
where are
hate
we?
It's Virginia.
DC. Unlike their Western cousin, they're rich and educated, and every city is named after a dead guy from the 1700s. Basically, Twin Peaks.
I mean, it makes sense. How else back then would you name cities after somebody, you know?
Hipster liberals love greens, drinking coffee, and wearing hoodies all the time. Everyone works for a tech company, and there are like 2 seasons. This and this. In West Virginia, everyone's poor. They live in the mountains and they sing "Take Me Home, Country Roads" when they're working in a coal mine. Their favorite drink is corn liquor, and also they're famous for what Alabamians are famous for.
Oh, the thing. Incest.
Oh, why you couldn't say that?
I don't know. That's the thing. So that's Tennessee and Alabama thing?
Really? I thought they were racist.
I guess. I mean, Alabama, and you know, I have heard that. Tennessee, I never heard of that.
I don't know if it's true or not though. And strangely enough, they're immune to coronavirus.
Good for them.
Cheese. There are more bars in Wisconsin
Or maybe Ben and Jerry's is in Wisconsin, not Vermont. One of them.
than grocery stores. Ask them what do they like the most, and they'll say drinking cheese and eating beer. And because it's always cold as and how they're always faced, they never bother to take Upper Peninsula for themselves. You can drive for miles and miles and
Buffalo?
you won't see another person. In another words, an introvert paradise.
buffalo.
They say that there are cowboys and Native Americans in this state, but they're so hard to find since Wyoming doesn't exist.
Guys, if you're from any of these states that was mentioned, let us know if the stereotype is true. For Florida, kind of true.
And guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.